This is the Russian Dynamite, Masha Slamovich.
Becca here.
This is Not America's Sweetheart, Davian. And
It's Billy Starks. And
the super fly guy, Trayvon Jordan.
This is the fly side flyer, Jalen Brandon.
Hardcore Princess, Jules Malone.
Hi there, this is the Bubblegum Princess, Alexia Nicole.
This is the Brazilian Wonder Woman, Christy James. This is the baddest black belt, Chennai Kai.
This is Kid Bandit.
The smash hit Joel Bateman.
This is Robin Renegade.
Cody Hawk.
Brutal Bob Evans. And you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment, one of my favorite podcasts in the whole wide world.
Hey, from here is Polish Bear. It's a big honor to be with you guys from Wrestling with Entertainment. And I think it's a very good interview with you guys.
Hello, and welcome to the show. It's Wrestling with Entertainment, the only audio experience on the web today, the trusted choice for interviewing all your favorite wrestlers every Tuesday and Wednesday on YouTube and Castbox, sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. I'm, of course, your host, James J. And it's a great day for wrestling, because we are wrestling with the Polish Bear. How are you today, Polish Bear?
Hi, it's very nice to be with you and all Wrestling with Entertainment fan. I love to do this interview, you know. I'm very happy to be here. And how are you?
I'm good as well. Can you tell us where you're going to be next, event-wise? What shows do you have coming out?
Yeah, of course. Next Sunday we have a show in our federation, the biggest federation in Polish, named PTW, Primetime Wrestling. And the next show called Blind Fury, and I'm starting to doing a fight with our aristocratic guy named Vincent Caravaggio.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very, very arrogant type, but I think it's gonna be a good fight.
And where can we find you on social media and your merchandise?
Yeah, of course. Every fan we could know me better from my Instagram, like Polish Bear, my Facebook, Polish Bear. I also have merchandise like T-shirts, caps, everything who needs some strong, strong merchandise. I offer it to you guys.
How can we get the merchandise? Do you have a website, or is it contacting you through social media?
The most merchandise I sell on the show when I became, but also I don't have a website, maybe yet, maybe not, but everyone who needs some can, text me in private message, and I think we figure it out. So it's no problem at all.
Perfect. And you don't have to go looking for it. All of the links to his social media will be in the description of the video below, but on YouTube and Castbox. Alright, let's get into it. You work for Primetime Wrestling. Can you tell us about your relationship with the company?
Yeah, of course. I've been in Primetime Wrestling for 6 years from now. I'm starting to doing some backstage stuff, like logistics stuff, like helping the crew guys, helping with the ring. But after 3 years, I realized then maybe I could do some wrestling, because I'm also a fan. I'm watching the guys who's training in our dojo, and I imagine, what if I'm start training as well, you know. And you know, after first training, it's very very hard, you know. It's not so easy when we watching guys like in WWE, AEW in the screen. It looks so easy, but when I first go in my training, it's very very hard, and I think maybe I'm not so good to do it, but you know, I check my tips and hard hard working, and after another year, maybe year and a half, I'm start doing, you know, being the part of the show, and I'm proud of myself, you know, because in PTW we have so many talented guys, so young guys. So I'm, you know, very proud. But from your question, I think I have good relation with the other backstage guys, from the crew guys, from other wrestlers, and from, you know, head promoters and the CEO of PTW.
You mentioned that you spent 3 years there before you started, training. What was your goal at coming to PTW before you started becoming a wrestler?
You know, my I watching wrestling from 2010, you know, and I'm very excited uh, when what I'm seeing in the TV or in the screen on internet, you know.
Mm-hmm.
When I going to PTW, I want to know how it's work, you know, from the backstage, what it's what's it's behind the storyline, behind you know, how the rings work, you know, how the ring what it's coming from the ring, you know. I want to be closer to the wrestlers, know their stories, know their ambitions, and you know, after spending so much time with our guys, from foreign guys, even from, you know, ex WWE guys, and talking to them like, you know, a normal person, I realized that maybe I want to do something like them, you know, because before that, I'm only happy to be in this place and working hard from, you know, rising our promotion to be bigger and bigger. But after that, I want some more, you know.
What did it mean to you to finally step in the ring properly as a pro wrestler for the first time?
You know, for the first time, and before the show, when I get announced that I have my debut match, I was very excited and very happy. But before, maybe 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes before my match, I was so much nervous, you know. I standing behind the curtain, and I'm thinking, what am I doing? If I'm going to be okay, if I don't forget anything, you know, what's the reaction of the fan of me, because nobody see me before the show, because I'm the newest guy. Nobody look me besides my colleague in PTW dojo. So I was thinking about thousand things, you know, and I'm like a full of nervous, you know. And after I going through that curtain, the old thinking is gone, you know, because some people, you know, some people is cheering me, some people is thinking of me, some people is, you know, laughing, but every this emotion going to me to be, you know, very courageous, you know. And I want to sell me for a full full wrestler, not a guy who wants to be a wrestler, but I have so much courage to show them that I am the real wrestler. I am the guy who some of maybe buy a ticket for another show. And I think, besides my thinking of it, how it's can going wrong, but it's going, I think, fine. And it's very happy for this.
Now, your most recent match you had a brutal tables match against Whiteblade. Can you tell us about that match?
Yeah, of course. I think this Whiteblade thing, it's all because me and my younger brother Misiek, we do a tag team match with Miyagi Sigma to number one contender match from the PTW Tag Team Championship, and these guys, Whiteblade and Damian Lambert, who have groups, The Prophecy, they always interrupt in our matches, and in this match he interrupt as well, and it's like, it's the point, it's gonna be too far, and I decide to go to the chief and want a match with Whiteblade, and the one of CEO Łukasz Okoński decides to doing a table match. So I'm very glad to make this match, because I don't want a standard match, because I don't want another interference, because they don't attack in a single one, they attack in the group, and I'm pissed off because of that. But about same match, I think it's just like you said, it's brutal. We even don't wait to the ring bell. We fighting before that, and we use all the hall, all the venue. But the end of this match, it's surprising me, because the other guy named Savitsky, who pretending to be another bear, I think it's a friend of mine, but he stabbed in the back my brother and help Whiteblade to win against me, and I'm crashing the table, the announce table, from Swanton, from the post. It's hit very hard for me.
So, the issues between you and them are not over.
No, absolutely no. Because after my match, when I'm losing to Whiteblade, my younger brother is pissed off and wants Whiteblade's head, and the CEO make this official in unsanctioned match, where is Misiek totally destroyed Whiteblade. But I don't think this is over, because they have two more guys like Savitsky and Damian Lambert, and I don't think they give away this chance, because we destroy one of them. So me and Misiek wants to going to this tag team championship things again, but with them aside, I don't think it's possible. We need to take care of them, and after we win this battle, we can focus on the championship.
The championships are currently held by Royal Rebels, correct?
Royal Rebels, they have the championship, but after we losing to Miyagi Sigma in number one contender match. In another show, the Miyagi Sigma in ladder match win to Royal Rebels, and now the tag team championship.
I gotcha. But you mentioned you're fighting Vincent in your upcoming match, beating a former tag team champion. I would imagine that would put you in line for an upcoming tag team title match. No?
Yeah, I think so because taking a W besides one of the former of tag team championship, it might be a big push, for me. But for to be honest, I don't really want this match because from in this show I want Sawicki to end this whole prophecy thing, but the Łukasz Okoński have another idea for this. Maybe they hiding it from me. Maybe it's another reason. I don't know, but they decide to me versus Vincent Caravaggio, and I think it's a big opportunity to show everybody that Polish Bear, after this brutal tables match when I need to recover 1 month, I be still strong and sharp, and I want to show everybody that I'm not finished yet.
Well, let's talk about your tag team partner of Sons of the Forest, Mrs. Ski. Can you tell us about your tag team partner?
Yeah, of course I can because he's my younger brother. But when we stand each other, it's not so visible because Misiek is way taller than me. He's bigger than me, but he's my lovely family, and I take care of him because he's he's young and he has more anger than me, and then I need to think clearly from him, take some responsibility for his progress, because he won't even before then he has debut with me in the January. He wants debut earlier, but I say, come on, man, you need to training because from there you have some space to progress, to be better. When you training, when you do better things, when you step the ring, after that you can destroy everybody. And like you said, or every fans with Wrestling with Entertainment and PTW, they see when Misiek comes, everybody is flying. It's body everywhere, when he do the shoulder block or clothesline or every move, the body is flying, and every match he has, he won, because from now, I think it's not not a lie, but he's the strongest guy in whole federation from now.
What does it mean to you to be tag teaming with, and a family member, your actual brother?
I'm before that I'm thinking about it, because every time we see the tag team in other federation, it's like two guys who have one goal. It's not so often when the real family going to being the tag team. It's also happened, but not so often, yeah.
Right.
And in PTW, the most tag team, it's like someone is a friend, someone is guys who have their some goals, there's some ambition. But being the tag team with my family, it's something bigger to this, because even if we winning, if we losing, because we had one lose like in tag team, we don't yelling from each others. We have full support. Misiek support me. I take care of Misiek. I think is the best options for me, because from now I don't realize I can be tag team with nobody in PTW, because I don't have so much bond like we have bond with Misiek. It's something bigger and stronger than anything.
What would it mean to you to win the tag team titles with your brother?
It's a good question, because I think I don't take a lie when I say it's like winning the World Cup, something like that. It's like dreamings come true, because I always take care of my family, and when I see my brother winning the championship, and besides winning with me, I I think I've been explode with proud and honor to be the part of it, because from now Misiek is much stronger than me, but I have also so many good things in my moveset. I have much experience than him, so I take talking with him to giving him advice and something like that, and I seeing he progressing. I think it's gonna be good thing, but from now I don't wanna see through the future, because from now we need to focus on the prophecy, and after that we almost going to focus about climbing the hill, name tag team championship.
I gotcha. Now, you wrestled singles for around a year before your brother came into PTW. Was the plan always to have a tag team at some point, or was you thinking about just staying a singles wrestler?
From the beginning, it's not a plan to be the tag team with my brother, but it's growing after my matches month after month, and we decide to not putting Misiek in deep water, and me after because when I'm start. My record it's not so impressive, because most of the last year I'm losing. Some of it it's not so lucky. Some of it it's some triple threat when I'm not taking the pin, but it's also losing. I'm only winning on the last show in December, but after that we planning to do something different, to take my brother and start our take our chances. Maybe the tag team is the thing, and I think it's a very good idea and a very good thing from Misiek. on the beginning and from whole federation to doing this tag team, because from now I think besides the interference from the prophecy, we be the strongest and the best tag team in our federation.
Do you prefer singles or do you prefer tag team?
It's a good question, because before I'm doing start tag teams, I'm thinking of wrestling like only the single matches. I have very very exciting of it. I have fun with taking the single matches or the triple threat or something like that. But when I starting doing tag team, my experience have some bigger, and I have other perspective on our work, and I learn much better from it. So about your question, from now I don't know. I like the single matches, and I also like the tag team matches. I think that both of it's very good for me. But when I need to decide, from now I think the tag team matches is way better, because I'm doing it with my brother.
I gotcha. We're going to, when you were a singles wrestler, can you tell us about your issues with Serg Sullivan?
Yeah, of course. It's a long story with him, because when I'm started doing wrestling like a wrestler, and after my debut, I'm start helping my very friend Miyagi Shida when he has a very very good issue with Serg Sullivan. In one show I going with him, and I taking a punch before from nowhere. I don't know why. After that we have some issues in the backstage. He attacked me, I attacked him, and after few months, and after Gold Rush, when we have our version of Royal Rumble, when he attacked his knee on my nose, and my nose is broken, I decided I don't give a damn, and I won't fight to him. I know he's a very dangerous man, and he show everybody he's a danger and brutal man. But I don't want to end this, and I want to fight him. But this match with him, it's my when I thinking of it, it's my very first long match, because debut with puncher it's like 5 seconds, so it's a not so good start, but fighting with Serg Sullivan, it's first match, it's long enough for me to learn about what it's to be a wrestler, and it's also like a brutal one, when I think in one of moments Sir Sullivan thinking of me to maybe it won't be an easy match, but he realized it's not. And when the referee is interference with his manager, he attacked me with the chair, and after that putting me in the ring, do some elbow from third rope, and after the match, when I'm finished and I'm not able to fight again, he put my head in one chair and shot me in another. So he's a very dangerous man, but I realized maybe when he came up to PTW, I want I want some rematch, because I know he's progressing in another country, but I'm also not be the same person as well.
So the issues with Serg are not done.
No, definitely it's not done, because uh, when I fight other person like Lavons, like Miyagi Shida, it's like, friendly but fair matches, when the, strongest, maybe cleverest, maybe smartest guy wins. And I can, don't argue with this, but when somebody like, Serg Sullivan, even the White Blade, who do the brutal stuff and brutal strong power and taking some of the objects to helping each others, it's not good to me. I want to end this from the other way. But if their only ways is to brutal force and each other, so I need to end it. So you know I think my issue with Whiteblade and Serge Sullivan ended like when they don't stand up. I think it won't be the finish of this feud.
I gotcha. You mentioned that match with Swords being, a learning experience and a moment for you. Was that a moment you took in the moment, or was it something that set in afterwards? Like, wow, I did this. This happened.
I think the whole match is some of experience, because before that only have I only have 5 seconds debut with puncher. I only have some interference walking with Shida from his matches. I'm doing some other short stuff like some short moves or something like that. But match with Serge Sullivan, it's like 6 7 minutes. But from me, who don't been part of this thing before, it's something like wow. In one thing, I have happy from it, because I made it. My condition uh, could make me to do this, but I'm also thinking about uh, wow, the wrestling, it's really hurting. It's not like clapping hands or something like that. And the punches, the chops, the moves, it's really hurt. Maybe not so long, but it's really hurting my body and my mental, because I don't I even if I doing some training matches, the atmosphere from the training and the atmosphere from the show, it's way different. And when some moves, when I take on the search, it's going through him, and I hear audience clapping and cheering me, I have so much happy about it. And I don't care about what happens to me, because I feel the energy from the fans, and I want to be part of it, and I want to give all of me to them.
I gotcha. I think it's time for the Polish Bears Bizarre Adventure. You're a pro wrestler that goes up and down the roads, and weird, crazy, and bizarre things can happen. Can you tell us a story like that?
Whoa, you mean when you mean you want to, trying to produce some bizarre history of mine, yeah?
Yes, something that happened to you that was crazy, weird, or bizarre.
Okay, I think the one thing's absolutely it's when I'm be before the show. From now, I don't remember, but the one show after the Mercedes Monet be in Poland, when I'm doing a promo in our home, in the forest, the two guys in the mask attacked me in the really hard way, and beat me up really hard and throwing me to our river. And from today, I don't know who it is because I don't have any clue. I thinking of Royal Rebels. Now I thinking of the prophecy, but I don't have any evidence to prove who wanna be. I think this is the one of the bizarre moments. I think the moments from a match with White Blade when he jumping from me with Swanton from the post to the announce table. When the table crashed, the crashing table hit my back of the head very hard, and I'm not gonna lie, but I spent so much time in the hospital, and it's a real thing because from that one I know the philosophy of crashing tables and and not every time's thinking is going well, but this is the lesson that I'm learn. And another thing it's when I'm doing a suicide dive, not from second and third rope, but in the match with Serg Sullivan, I'm doing the suicide dive with first and second rope. It's from our Polish fund. It's so nice to see every day, but in this moment, I don't hit the Sullivan, but I hit the steel barricade, and I see the face of the crowd, and they really feel that I'm gonna die, because I hit with my head very hard to this steel barricade, but I think it's gonna be safe because after that I don't hurt so much, but it's it's first of it looks scary, but this is the moment. Maybe it's it feels strange, but I was very excited when I'm jumping, even if I'm missing.
I gotcha. Now, outside of pro wrestling, do you have any hobbies or things you get excited for?
Mm, I think yes, because before I'm before I start training wrestling and being a part of PTW, when I was much younger, I playing for 6 7 years football in our local club where it's in the second division, so it's maybe high, maybe not. But when I'm going, progressing and going higher and higher, I have some serious injury. My ACL in right knee is broken, so I need to, give up it, because even if I'm a younger guy and the operation is good, my mental is like, I want to do it, but I have, worry about it, and I don't want to, do it happen again. But, and after that, I'm, playing for fun. But after another, 5 years, I broke my ACL again. So I, decide to, leave football alone, because I don't want to, doing, feeling this way for the third time. But it's, very, very funny thing, because I don't want to play football to get another injury, but I'm doing wrestling when I'm, running, jumping, doing the suicide dive, and I think it's almost be some injuries like football or any other sport. But maybe it's the thing, because I don't kicking the ball, and maybe I'm kicking the guys, so maybe it's the difference.
What do you think playing football did to help you become a pro wrestler? When you became a pro wrestler, I should say.
When I'm playing, and when I'm playing and when I'm training, I think I have strong, and after this injury, I have very strong legs, and with my gimmick, it's a powerhouse. When I'm throwing people and pushing people and grabbing people, I feel stable on my feet, and I don't feel fuzzy, wobbly, and something like that. And I think the football helping me with that, because every time I'm running around the ball and kicking and doing uh, and doing training on the gym or something like that, I have some very strong legs. And after, when I start training wrestling, I don't feel tired as much as new guys. I feel I can feel stable and strong on my feet when we're doing some lockups, some chain wrestling. I can grab grab guys who is taller than me. He has some weight at me, so I think this is the most helpful things: the strong legs.
Now, would the polar bear ever wrestle an actual bear?
I don't think so. It's the actual. I think not.
I gotcha. I think it's time for the colossal question. Let's say they're making a movie about you. Every movie has a soundtrack. What would be the first 3 songs on your movie soundtrack?
It's a very good question, and I'm not gonna lie, I never think about it, because I'm, and maybe maybe not arrogant, but I don't feel as much confidence to thinking about making movie about my, about my life, about my career.
Mm-hmm.
But but I think the first song, it's like, God, I forget the title of the song, but the group is NFX, where this lyric, it's "you're never gonna make it," and I think it's very accurate for me, because from the beginning, everybody is kind to me, everybody is helpful, but I'm think back of my head, they don't see me as a wrestler, because I'm doing the backstage, I'm doing the stuff, but I don't really think the other guys think of me like I can do it. But when I'm, doing the training, when I'm give 100 from me, they have, they have the power to improve, then I can do it, and taking me seriously. So I think the Netflix is one. I think maybe the Skillet Monster, it's something like that, because I can be, the funny smiling teddy bear, but I can be also, the scary grizzly bear if someone, deserve it.
Right.
And the third song, it's very difficult question, because I never thinking about it, but I think, music to, improvise my work, my road to it, because from the lowest level and climbing through the ladder to become, become part of the federation, become part of roster, become part of tag team, and focus on championship. It's something like that, but from now, I don't know about the third, the third one. So sorry about that, but it's a very, very good question, but I don't have idea about it.
No worries. Well, now that we do have some of the soundtrack down, everybody knows you get the soundtrack first, then you write the script, and then you go with the casting. Who plays you? And you can't say yourself, because you will be making a Stan Lee-esque cameo.
From everybody, you mean like, actors from, United States, or only in from my country?
Anybody you'd like.
Mm, it it need to be actors, or, oh, I know, because maybe it's not so original, but I think I want to play my character. It's my idol, who I start watching wrestling, and just like I said, it's maybe not some original things, but I really want to see playing the Polish bear from John Cena.
Okay. I could definitely see that. And he does act, so, I mean, it would work.
Yeah, because he is also an actor. Yeah.
Right. He knows the role well.
Yeah. I I don't have some courage to say our road is similar, but I maybe in a little percent.
Oh, now that we have you casted, every movie has a supporting cast. who would be three people with a lot of meaning to you in your story that would be in your movie?
Like, from the my real, real family, or you want
Yes.
to? Okay. Uh, First of all, I think the supporting person is my wife, because she is she is the one who support me from the very beginning. Because from be honest to you, to my wife, it's searching the promotions in Poland, because she wants to start the training wrestling, and I'm going with her, like her support. And from beginning, I don't want to start. I want to drive her to training and grab her to home. But then we start training together, and then I'm staying like a wrestler, and my wife staying helping in the backstage. So definitely the first person is my wife. I think the second person is my dad, because he always supports me. He's been on every show, even when I don't appeared. He's also like wrestling. We watch it together, and we other liking each other, and we going through through shows in Poland and to other countries. So definitely my dad. And the third person who I want to be in my movie, I think one of my friend, because to do some balance, because I don't want to take whole of my family, because my family is big. I think maybe one of my friend, because I also can count my brother, but it's been like a family show. But you know, I want to be this movie like a real, maybe not real drama, but action, emotional film about me. So I think about my friend, because he's also very support, but when I'm not doing well some stuff, he can, clearly telling me that he's not talking me lies about how great I am, but he honest told me where is I have some deficit, and I can make it better. So I think this three person is the most value person. Then besides, if I don't have them, I don't be a pro wrestler.
I gotcha. Is your wife still training to become a pro wrestler?
Yes, but to be honest, she is very shy. She training very hard. She has so much experience in the training, but when it comes to go to the audience, go to the crowd, she is so much nervous. It's from now, it's something she she can't go through, because in the training with friends, with other guys, she can smile, doing stuff, don't making mistake. But when it comes to the some strangers, some fans who react randomly, just like said, someone can cheer you, someone laughs, someone booing, and from here she's not be able to stand tall and go through her character. But maybe some days I will be I will be very happy and proud to stand in the ring with her, but I don't take much pressure on her, because I learned a very value lesson from wrestling to doing this, doing this stuff with some fun and satisfaction, not to push on myself on to other too much, because I see many people who have some pressure on themselves, and after that is very buried alive. So no, maybe one day, but
I gotcha. Alright. Well, it's definitely sounding like a great movie. A blockbuster, to say the least. And you could pre-order the tickets now. Now,
yeah, of course.
now onto a controversial subject. Pineapple on pizza. What's your stance?
I'm sorry, I'm not the person who who don't respect that, but I'm not really think of it, and if I don't need to eat pineapple on pizza, I don't order it, and I don't have any chances to try it. And I think the thing it's not buying it, but when somebody else want to eat it, so it's good. But I'm think of pizza like like meat, ham, cheese, some spicy pepper or something like that. I don't think the some sweets it's good on pizza.
I gotcha. So, more anti-pineapple on pizza than pro.
No, I don't think so. It's maybe an option for from someone, but I don't think so. Tastes so good. Maybe if someone's order it and it's his birthday and he can be sad after I refuse, so maybe that. But if I don't need to, I don't want.
I gotcha. What's your spirit Pokemon?
Oh, it's a it's a very different question from now. My spirit Pokemon. Mm, when I think of it, I think maybe from original series, but I I don't I forget his name, but it's like evolution of the monkey stuff. This evolution with two pairs of hands. Sorry, I don't remember the name, but I think it's very very strong, very powerful Pokemon. So I think I can argue with this because I'm also have this fighting spirit. When it needs to be done, I go through it, like going through the burning building to save somebody or to beat somebody.
Are you talking about primate or chimchar?
I think primate, because primate is the evolution, yeah?
I believe so.
Maybe. Yeah, so I think the primate is it.
I gotcha. Alright. Now, weirdest question you'll be asked on a wrestling interview. Would you ever consider wrestling a Rock, not Dwayne Johnson, in actual Rock?
I think the other question is weird, but I got you. It it could be strange, but the wrestling is the most of stuff you think you can't imagine they exist, but we see very very weird very weird things. You can think there is no be good in wrestling, but it's definitely work. So if that exists, maybe it works.
So, you would or you wouldn't wrestle a Rock?
I think I would.
Okay. Well, just for context, there is a wrestler named Psycho Mike that indeed wrestled a Rock for over 15 minutes in a Tungsten Man match. That's an Iron Man match that lasts for 2 weeks.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, some it is impressive.
Yes.
So I don't hear about it, but you impress me from this message, and give me courage. Maybe one day, it's not so impossible than I think.
Right. On a more serious note, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Very good question. I think I can build my position. This is the main goal. Build my position in PTW. I think want to be, maybe not only tag team champion, but the main champion. I also want to go to the other promotion, to the other country, because from now I have only one visit in Italy. So this the other kind of experience. I want to be the part of some other stuff, like being the part of doing storylines, taking my experience to the youngest talent. But also I also seeing the some greatest guy being the part in PTW, because we have Nick Aldis before he doing SmackDown manager. We have Chris Masters and other greatest guys. I'm also want to taking a match with some of these big names, or even big names in Europe, because we have so many. And I think yes, the most goal in after this 5 year, I want to be the guy who to be a champion, to be a guy who other promotion wants to be a part of it.
And what is a match people should go out of their way to see that shows off you as a pro wrestler? Which one of your matches would you recommend people check out?
It's depend. I think every fans like the other stuff, because I can surely recommend my match with White Blade because he's, I think, original. It's taking some actions in a whole venue. I think it's good because there are some actions, some weapons, some story behind that. Because it's not normal tables match because we have story with the prophecy. So I think it's good. Maybe not to people who don't like some, maybe not so much, but it's like some hardcore. I think my match with Miyagi Shida, it's I think very good match with few counters to from beginning to the end. You don't know who is the better, who is worse, who's gonna win because we know each other and we counter our stuff. I think it's a very good match. Also, my matches tag teams is also good. If I need to take one, I think the Son of the Forest versus the Polish Stand because it's like, four big guys in the ring, even me, because even if I'm the smallest one from the group, I'm, stand tall. So it's the four big guys. It's like 300 kilograms in the ring without referee. So, it's huge things. I think it's maybe some, arrogant, but if, fan wants to, knew me better, I recommend, to know my whole story because my story, it's not only, winning from this year, but it's also losing in last year, and every match building my character, building me as well, because every lose is a lesson, every winning is also a lesson. To not be so arrogant because it depends on the match. You can win a match, you can lose a match, but you need to stay human, stay kind, be happy of it, happy of being the part of federation. And I think when the fans from Wrestling with Entertainment wants to know the real Polish bear, and I think every fight it's gonna give some different, from me.
Where can we find your matches? On YouTube.
Yes, the whole things about my matches. Everybody can watch on PTW channel. We have recorded every show. We we post it, so every fan could watch it. I really recommend it, not only for my fight, because just like I said, we have so much talented guys, but if you want a guy know me better, so it's the best place to it. I also, posting review of my matches on my Instagram. If you don't want to, taking through the whole show, it's also good to read. But I think the review of the moves don't describe the the whole show, the atmosphere of the fans. I think this is the better because I can, post my best moves when I look really good. But I also want everybody to show my weakest point when I'm also taking a punch, taking a moves. What is my reaction to it? So I'm even if I'm a real bear, I'm also a human. So I want to know everybody this human part of me.
Absolutely. And you could definitely go check those matches out on PTW's YouTube page after this interview. If you haven't seen them, want to see them, want to re-see them after this interview. And since we are nearing the conclusion of this interview, we are wrestling with the 8 questions of doom.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay.
This is our speed round, our bonus round, the round where we see who you really are. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Excluding yourself, greatest wrestler of all time.
John Cena.
Worst wrestler.
Sami Zayn.
You're main eventing WrestleMania for the World Championship. Who is your opponent?
Seth Rollins.
If you could come out to anyone's entrance music, past or present, who would it be?
Brock Lesnar, definitely.
Finish the sentence. Kayfabe is
the most value thing to arrange fans to be the part of wrestling.
squash. Fruit or vegetable?
I think fruit.
It is indeed a fruit. It has seeds. Tomato logic. New Japan wrestler Taichi. His ring gear gets smaller every year, revealing more of himself to the world. My question, what is the appropriate trunks the butt cheek ratio for ring gear?
I think trunks.
I mean, the question is, when you're wearing trunks,
Okay.
how much of the butt cheek should show?
Okay. It's quite. Maybe I say tomato. Okay. From this one.
I got you. And last question, the main event, the thing everybody wants to know. Have you ever had a conversation with a stranger in a supermarket about Darby Allin?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Ooh, can you tell us?
Yeah, it's a funny thing, because we on the one of the promo we taking some shots to another PTW promo event, and some group of the boys coming through our way, and then one coming close to me and say, "Wow, you, what you doing, man?" And I said, "We, taking shot from the wrestling promotion, if you like wrestling, we welcome you to the show, something like that. And he said, wrestling, I watch wrestling, and I watch AEW. Can you do some crazy stuff like Derby Allin? And I said, from now on, maybe not so crazy and extreme things, but I like it also.
All right. And that is the correct answer. That will conclude this interview. Thank you so much for coming on and doing this with me.
Yeah, I also thank you to doing this interview. Like I said before, it's an honor, and I want to thank you and thanks all of the Wrestling with Entertainment fans, and I want you to show our channel of PTW from my social media on Instagram, Facebook, to know me better, know our federation better.
And once again, where can we find you on social media and merchandise?
Yeah, of course, I recommended to visit me in Instagram, like Polish Bear, on Facebook, Polish Bear, on the YouTube channel PTW. You can watch our shows, and if someone wants my merchandise like t-shirts, caps, you can text me in DM on Instagram and Facebook. I really like to show you what I have and share with you.
Perfect. And you don't have to type it into your Google machine. All of the links to all his social media will be in the description of the video below, but on YouTube and Castbox, simply click the link. A new tab will appear on whatever device you are on. You have no excuse. Give him a damn follow and buy a damn shirt. Of course, thank you for listening. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment. But on YouTube and Castbox, this was sponsored by Rogue Energy and Player One Coffee. Join us next Tuesday and Wednesday for new incredible interviews, and follow the show at Wrestling with E, both on X, Thread, and Instagram for information on who we're interviewing, when we're interviewing them, links to those interviews, and so much more. Follow me personally at JamesJ993. Alright, when I say Wrestling Wit, you say entertainment, okay?
Okay.
For our special guest, Polish Bear, Kaliko Yacht, Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling Wit
Entertainment.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.